Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. We're back down at my friend Dean's SoCal Classic Car Storage. And today we're here with Jason. Jason is the mastermind behind Quarantine Cruise. So what year's your truck?
So it's a 69 bump side.
Was it clean when you started with it, or was it a...
Actually, yeah, it was a pretty clean truck. 90% of these trucks were made as long beds. I did not want a long bed because they're not repopping bedside yet, so that's a lot of work to take that bedside and shorten it down to a short bed size. So I found a short bed up in Bakersfield. It was in really good shape, rust-free. Paint and body's not the best on it. We kind of buffed it out and cleaned it up a little bit.
Well, plus, isn't it, it's purpose built for you, right?
Absolutely.
Like, isn't this built for you to go autocross?
Yes, it's built to autocross, and as we go through the truck, there's gonna be some things that people are gonna either like or not like. But you know, it's called hot rod, and I do it for myself.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what's going on here first.
LS, blown LS, making over 1,000 horsepower.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Is that LS? Which
This
LS?
is an original LS1.
Oh, okay.
That we completely put a really nice rotating assembly, all forged in it, put some really nice heads on there. We made it as a blower motor, blower cam, lower compression, something that we can throw 16 pounds of boost. If you notice, the engine's pushed back into the firewall about 10 inches.
I was gonna ask that next, how far back? 10 inches?
Yep, cut the whole firewall out, started all over, and then recessed the engine way back there.
Wow.
Spark plug in the back over there is almost impossible to get to, but I just put new ones in the other day, so you can do it.
And this is what you do for a living?
Yes, sir. Motor Trend, been there about 19, 20 years, so it's definitely what I do for a living, and you don't want me doing anything else, trust me. I'm not good at anything else.
All right, so since you went for pro touring, what have you done? Is it still stock frame?
Aftermarket chassis, not gonna name the name just because we re-engineered the whole front geometry to get some really nice camber in there, negative camber, so we could race it. Had a good buddy help me out with the geometry over at Art Morrison, so I went to the right place. And
they know a thing or two over there,
a little bit. So yeah, and it's got QA1 mod series coilovers all the way around on it, and it, I mean, rides nice too.
Handles well. Yeah,
and you know, and the valving on the shocks is super easy. You can do it while they're on there. So if I wanted to go to a different valving, you know, for a track, it's simple as popping the one valve out and throwing another one in there.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And you said the opening here in the bumper is to feed the intercooler.
So what I did is I Frenched in this area here, which now feeds the intercooler.
Yeah.
And it's direct air.
So cool, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, and we monitored the airs, you know, without the intercooler there, you're running like 160, 170 degrees. With the intercooler, you're in 90s.
Wow.
And people, you know, I see a lot of people run blowers without an intercooler.
Yeah.
And man, we did so much testing with temps going to the intake, and it's amazing how hot it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, you're forcing a bunch of air in there. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What's the transmission you're running on this?
T56 6-speed. McLeod hooked me up with a nice transmission and then their dual disc clutch package. Yeah, works really good. I mean, it's very streetable. You wouldn't think it's a dual disc. I mean, it's just, it feels like your everyday clutch, you know, hydraulic new clutch, and it grabs like it should. Yeah.
What are you running for brakes? Is it Willwoods all around?
Willwood all the way around, 15-inch rotors, 6-piston calipers.
Got it, okay. And I want to see, what are your wheels? Because as you were rolling in, I just think these are so cool.
So Schott wheels.
Schott?
Schott, yep. They're pretty big time. They actually do a lot of other wheels, companies that you would think were making their own, but Schott actually does theirs. He's a good buddy of mine over there, and they came down to the shop, they measured them, front and rear. That's how we got that deep dish. I narrowed the rear end enough so we could get that look. So many wheels have that face where it's almost to the lip.
Yes.
I wanted something a little more dish looking.
Yeah.
And so they did a one-off wheel or one-off size for me all the way around. And then we kind of both picked out the colors. I know I didn't want anything blingy, so we kind of did the brush hoops and then powder coated centers.
I noticed how you've done that on all your trim around here. Everything that was chrome is now brush.
Yeah, it's just, it's with the style. I think the Pro Touring stuff, you don't see a lot of bling.
So let's see what's going on back here, because I noticed when you pulled up, your bed is bonkers.
Yeah, it's funny because the one thing that was not good on this truck was the center section of here. I had to do this anyway because the notch in there and the rear end because it's low. A lot of people would follow this line here, and I wanted to try something different, so I ended up welding this 1/8-inch strip in there. And then I just took the sheet metal up and kind of pressed it up in there and started tacking it and went all around it. And after that, I sprayed the bed liner in there. And like I said, it's not a perfect truck, and I didn't want a perfect truck because I want to beat it up.
Yeah. So what is the rear end in this?
4 9-inch.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 9-inch, so it's got all the tough components under it.
Yeah. And this is, I think, for everyone to know this, you guys, this build's fresh. He just finished this, you said 2.5 months ago?
Yeah, I have not done a burnout in it, so I'm a little nervous. I don't know if the truck's gonna hook straight, left or right, spin. I have no idea, so we'll figure that out in a little bit.
I'm completely curious, man. Let's check out the interior.
Yeah, for sure.
I know, based on what I've seen so far.
We're gonna do that. We gotta get the dash on first.
Oh wow!
One of my favorite things of the truck is the dash. And the first set of gauges that were up there, the ones that kind of match the truck, I designed myself. You can do anything you want with them. You can digital, analog, bold, color changes, set rev limiter. I mean, you can do so much with these. And they'll data log a track for you too as you're going around it.
What are these seats?
Procar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, and like I said, to stiffen up a little more and give us a harness bar. Art Morrison bent this up for me. I gave them literally dimensions on a napkin. I sent it over to my buddy.
Come on.
And a couple weeks later, they sent this to me. Yeah.
So having this now makes it legal for you to go track it.
Well, autocross, you don't have to have any of this, but I like to be a little more secure in the seat instead of just a lap belt. Something that keeps me from going side to side. Hopefully, this truck will get you into a G or two in a turn, and that's what I'm hoping for. I haven't, like I said, I haven't driven. I don't know if it's going to push yet.
Right.
Nothing's been set up other than the balance on the truck, and I'm at a 49-51 balance on the truck, which is incredible with me in it.
Wow.
Especially for something as light as it is in the rear.
Yeah. And what is the total weight of the truck?
It's heavy, $4 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of weight to push around.
Heavy truck.
Let's fire it up and go for a drive. I'm curious, aren't you guys?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Gets down, dude. Whoa, dude. Oh, come on.
And that's the tire spinning the whole time.
I felt it. It's slight, but was it doing what you wanted to do?
Yeah, because I'm just putting a little effort in the wheel to keep it straight. I'm not doing much.
Yeah. 1,000 horsepower is radical, dude. That's a lot to deal with. Like, you got to know how to drive if you're going to deal with that much power. Yeah. I got to admit, 1,000 horsepower, when I get in those cars, I make sure I'm pointed dead nuts straight. Yeah. And I'm on edge the entire time. I don't have the kind of skills you do as a driver, you know? Dude, this thing does not feel like a truck.
No. But it's comfortable to drive in, you know what I mean? You're not bouncing all over the place.
Nope. That's all it is, huh? Dude, this thing just wants to hook.
Yeah.
It just
well, these tires, they're really good tires. Once they get a little warm, they get sticky.
What are they? What are you running on here?
These are the Falcon K Pluses. Comes up.
But I love how solid it's tracking. Like there's nothing, it's not doing anything scary.
All right, let's see what happens here.
guys, that is it for our shoot of this completely badass F100. Sorry for all you purists out there that might have freaked out when you saw an LS motor under here. Sorry for anyone that freaks out even more that this thing happens to be Procharged, making 1,000 horsepower. I personally don't care. That was awesome. That's one of the best shoots we've ever had. I just love how much Jason just threw down in this thing, and what an exceptional build. Looking forward to seeing it on the cruise tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of other cool cars on the cruise tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. So as always, thanks for hanging and watching and supporting what we do. I really appreciate it, you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, man, later.